Hello everyone, welcome to another Tango technique class at home. I hope you are all doing fine. Today will be a bit back to basics because we will work on pivots, yeah? And the class will be equally useful for men and for women because the exercises we will do cover a very generic repertoire that is useful for both, yeah? Now before we start, one comment about practicing pivots. Usually when people practice pivots for Tango, they focus on how much can they turn. So they start, for example, with 90 degrees pivots, which is what I use in the class, which is the easiest. And then they continue with 180 degrees pivots, and then 270 degrees, and 360, and sometimes even more. And that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. But if that's the only thing you do, then in my opinion, that's not the most useful work. Yeah? You are starting the building from the roof, not from the basis. Why? Because if you think about a normal dance that you do with your partner, yeah, most of the pivots that you need when you dance are the smallest ones, are the 90 degrees pivots. That's the most useful pivot. It's a pivot that you're using most of the time. You use 180 degrees pivots only in figures where you are changing your direction completely from one side to another, for example in closed ochos. And the bigger pivots, you only use them in very specific figures where you have big rotations, for example in planeos or in cabecitas, yeah, where you have a long sustained rotation. And in those figures your partner is a very important part of your pivot. So if you want to improve all your dance, your generic dance quickly, I would rather focus on small pivots and make sure that your technique in those small pivots is correct. For example, that your balance is right during the whole pivot, that you don't fall, that you don't need the free foot, that your dissociation is correct, yeah, that you can separate your torso and your hip correctly in the pivot, yeah, because if you focus on those things, on those technical aspects in small pivots, your whole dance will improve, okay? So today we will start with our warm-up, then we will do a preparation exercise about balance and dissociation, which is important for pivots. And then we will do 5 exercises in which we will put our free leg in different positions meanwhile we do the pivot. Sometimes we will put it behind or to the side, front, in zero position, crossed, front, back, yeah? Because each one of these positions for the free leg during a pivot are very useful for specific figures. And on each exercise I will show you for which figure that specific exercise is good for, okay? So, let's go for the warm-up. Okay, warm-up. So, put your feet together first and just take a few seconds to breathe, relax, find your center and let the weight of your body come down through your legs, through your feet to the floor. Okay, and we start with shoulder rotation. So remember the important things about this exercise. Make a big circle, yeah? And don't use the elbow when you rotate the shoulder, yeah? Don't do this. Keep the arms relaxed and the elbow straight, yeah? And we do 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we do circles with the arms. So remember as well, keep the elbows straight all the time. Yeah, don't bend the elbows, especially when the arms are up. Keep them straight. Yeah, you go from down to front, then up, and then you open to the sides, making sure that the hands are a little bit behind the back so that you stretch the chest. Okay? And we do it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah? Now we stretch the side of our torso. So we lift one arm and then we slide down our leg with the other hand and until we can touch the knee. Yeah, we hold this stretch for 3 seconds and then we pull ourselves back vertical and we drop the arm. And we repeat with the other arm, okay? So we will do it 4 times to each side. Yeah, let's do it together. 1, go down, hold it, and up. 1, go down, hold it, and up. 2, go down, hold the stretch, and up. And 2, go down, hold the stretch, and up. 3, down, hold it, and up. 3, down, hold it, and up. And the last one with this side, 4, go down, hold the stretch, and up. And 4, go down, hold the stretch, and up. Okay, now we open the legs a little bit wider than our shoulders. We bend the knees slightly. And we make a circle with the arms in front of us. And we will rotate the torso left and right. But make sure that when you rotate, the hips and your head are always looking forward. Yeah, don't move the hips like this. This is wrong. Yeah, it's bad for your knees. And also make sure that the arms and the back are rotating together. Yeah, don't move only the arms like this because then your middle is not working. And the exercise is actually for torsion. Okay, and we do it twice, 8 times. Yeah, so let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Now we stretch the knees. Yeah? We grab our hips and we go down. Yeah, we will stretch the back of our legs and the lower back, which is very useful for tango. Yeah? So go down until your back is parallel with the floor, like this. And then continue going down. Yeah? Let your head hang and then bounce 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then go up again slowly. Yeah? Don't go up too fast because you might get dizzy. Okay? So let's do it 8 times. Yeah? Go forward, back parallel with the floor, and then bounce, 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 and go up. 2, down, parallel with the floor, bounce, 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 and go up. 3, go down, bounce, 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 go up. And 4, go down, bounce, 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 and go up. 5, go down, parallel with the floor, bounce, 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 and up slowly. 6, down, keep the knees straight, bounce, 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 and up. 7, go down, bounce, 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 and up. And the last one, 8, go down, bounce, 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 and up. Okay? Now we will do circles with the hip. So we keep the hands on the hips and we go back like this. And then we move the hip to the side. Yeah? Make sure that your knees are straight and the heels on the floor. Yeah? And keep the head always in this position. Yeah? Then we move the hip forward. Yeah? Then to the other side and then back. So we trace a circle. Yeah? So we will do 8 times in one direction and then 8 times in the other direction. So let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now we close our feet again. Make sure that your feet are completely close, touching each other. And we will work on the muscles of our lower leg, yeah, which are very important for balance and for strength. Okay? So we bend the knees and we bounce 3 times, very relaxed. 1, 2, 3. And then we stretch the knees and then we go up on the toes and we hold this position for 3 seconds and then we go down. Yeah? And we do it 8 times. So let's do it together. 1, bounce, 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 and up, hold it, and down. 2, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and down. 3, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and down. 4, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and down. 5, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and down. 6, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and down. 7, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and down. 8, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and down. Okay? And now we will do one last exercise extra for balance, because that's really important for pivots. Yeah? So you can keep your hands in your hips if you want. Now put your weight on one foot only. So I will be your mirror, so just put it on this side. Yeah? Just mirror me. That's fine. And then put the free leg in front of you like this. Yeah? Without touching the floor. On there. And let's keep this position for 5 seconds. Let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah? Now let's move the leg to the side without touching the floor. Keep the foot stretched. Yeah? Let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's move the free leg to the back without touching the floor, and let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now let's change the leg. Put your weight on this side now. And put the free leg in front of you. Let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's move the leg to the side. Make sure that the hip is straight. Yeah? Let's count to 5. 1, 2, don't touch the floor. 3, 4, 5. Now move the free leg to the back. Make sure that the hip is straight. Yeah? And let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And we are finished. Good. So let's go to the first preparation exercise. Okay, the preparation exercise for pivots is very simple. It's about balance and dissociation. And it works like this. I will show you from the front because it's the easiest. And you can just mirror me. Yeah? Just go to the same side. So you put your weight on one leg. Yeah? On this side. Yeah? The free foot, you put it behind. Yeah? Legs are touching each other. And the foot is together with the standing foot, and of course a little bit lifted from the floor. Yeah? And then make sure that your core is tight, yeah, straight, and you make a small circle with the arms like this. Yeah? If you want, you can bend your standing knee a little bit. This will give you a bit more stability. And then the idea is you start looking at the center, and then you turn 90 degrees, more or less 90 degrees, towards the side of your standing leg. Yeah? Then you return to the center, and then you look towards the side of your free leg. Yeah? And then you return to the center. This is one repetition. and we do it 8 times. So it's 1 and 1, and 2 and 2, and 3 and 3, 8 times. And then we change the leg, and we do the same on the other leg. Yeah? Now, when you do it at home or alone, you can use music, do it with the rhythm of the music, or you do it on your own. I will use the metronome because it's a very clear reference. And the way I set my metronome is always the same. It's 58 BPM, that's the tempo, that's how fast it goes. And it's 2 beats per bar, yeah? First beat, second beat. First beat, second beat. 2 beats. And the way we will use the rhythm with the exercise is like this. We will spend 2 beats looking in each direction. So if you start on this leg, yeah, then it's going to be beat, 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 beat. So 2 beats on each direction, yeah? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? And that's 1. We do it 8 times with each leg. Okay, so I'll leave the metronome here. And let's start, let's do it together. So, let's start with this leg. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one you use first. Yeah, so put your weight on this side. Yeah, bend the knee a little bit, put the free foot behind, a little bit lift it in the air. Make sure your core is tight and straight. Yeah, make a circle with your arms. And then first we turn towards the standing leg, then center, and then we turn towards the free leg. Okay? Let's do it together 8 times. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, 4, 4. 5, 5, 5, 5. 6, 6, 6, 6. 7, 7, 7, 7. And 8, 8, 8, 8. Okay? Now relax the legs and let's change the weight. Let's put it on this side now. Yeah? So weight here. Make sure that your foot is completely flat on the floor, that the toes are open. Yeah, you can wiggle them a little bit. Yeah, relaxed and open. Put the free foot behind, together with the standing leg. Bend the knee a bit. Core straight. Arms in a circle, low, below the chest. Yeah. And let's do it 8 times. 1, 1. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8. Okay? Good. So, one tip for this exercise is that try the whole time to think about your standing foot. Yeah, when you are looking in different directions, yeah, left, right, center, usually we get distracted with the directions. Yeah, when we look somewhere, we have the tendency to go there. So even if you are looking to the side, yeah, don't get distracted with what you are seeing on your side or the fact that you are looking there. Yeah, keep thinking about your standing foot all the time. Yeah, then return, and no matter where you look, think of your standing foot. Yeah, don't lose contact with your standing foot. Think about it all the time, and this will help you with your balance. Okay, so let's go to the first pivot exercise. Okay, the first exercise for pivots is going to be the general purpose one, because we will do 90 degrees pivots with the free foot in zero position. Okay, so I will show you from behind. Yeah, the zero position is not exactly with feet parallel, but it's with the free foot behind the standing foot, like this, in a V. Yeah, so basically you are touching the middle of the free foot, yeah, this part, between the heel and the ball, the middle, the soft part, is touching the heel of the standing foot, yeah, so like this. That's the zero position that we use, yeah, like this. So, first we will turn 90 degrees towards the standing leg, yeah, towards the direction of the standing leg. And then we will change the leg, and we will do the same with the other leg. We will pivot towards the standing leg. Then we will change to the first leg, and we will pivot in the other direction. So we will pivot away from the standing leg towards the free leg. Yeah? And then we will change the leg, and we will do the same. We will pivot towards the free leg. Yeah? And each exercise, we will do it 16 times, yeah, so twice 8, okay? And we will do it with the metronome, of course, and the way we will use the rhythm, yeah, 58 BPM and 2 beats per bar, is that each pivot will take 2 beats, 1, 2, yeah? The first beat will be for the torso, and the second beat will be for the hip, like this. Torso, hip, torso, hip, torso, hip, okay? And this is important because during the exercise you should really work on your dissociation. It's very important, yeah? Don't turn your hip until the torso is completely turned into the target direction, yeah? So you do torso and hip, yeah? And you should actually try to turn the hip as late as you can, yeah? First turn the torso completely, and then the hip, yeah? If you do it like this, instead of turning the hip too early, so that the body turns like a block all together, it will be easier, yeah? If you dissociate, it will be easier to keep your balance during the exercise, yeah, okay? So, metronome, and I will put it here, and I will start always with my back to you so that you can copy on which leg I have my weight and towards what direction we are pivoting, okay? So let's start with the first one. Put your weight on the left leg, the right foot is behind, yeah? Bend a bit the knee, make sure your core is straight, and make a small circle with the arms in front of you, yeah? And we turn towards the standing leg, that means to the left. 90 degrees, 16 times, okay? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Relax the leg if you need. And now we put the weight on the right leg, left foot behind, and we turn towards the standing leg. That means to the right. Yeah? 16 times. Let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Good. Now we do the other version. So we put our weight on the left, right foot behind, and now we turn away from the standing leg, so towards the free leg. That means now to the right. Okay? Let's do it 16 times together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now change the leg, put the weight on the right, put the left foot behind, and now let's turn towards the free leg, so to the left. Okay? 16 times. Let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Good. That's very good. Now, of course, you could now do this exercise doing 180 degrees pivots, but I wouldn't do that until your 90 degrees pivots are perfect. Yeah? That your balance is always good, that you don't need the free foot. Yeah? We always need it, sometimes a little bit. Yeah? That you don't need it at all. Yeah? So I would keep practicing with 90 degrees pivot for a while. Yeah? And then when all these things are working well, yeah, the dissociation as well, that is really good, then you can try 180, okay? So let's go to the next exercise. Okay, for this exercise, we will do the pivots with our free leg behind, like this, yeah? Behind, with the toes pointing down, yeah? And we do the pivots like this. Now, for the free foot, be careful with this, look. When you have the free foot behind, the toes are pointing down, make sure that the heel doesn't fall to the outside. This is very common. If you forget a little bit about the free leg and it's too loose, yeah, too relaxed, then this happens. So try to do this exercise a little bit, yeah. Move the heel to the outside and to the inside, to the outside and to the inside, yeah. The correct position is like this, to the inside. Yeah, with the big toe touching the floor, like this, yeah? So when you do the pivots, you need to have a little bit of tension on the leg and on the ankle so that the leg is always behind you and always in this position, yeah? The foot in this position, okay? So, like before, we will do it 4 times, 2 times with each leg, turning towards the standing leg, and 2 times with each leg turning towards the free leg. So what is this exercise good for? Well, for example, when you are doing ochos front for the man and for the woman, and you want to keep the leg behind because it looks really good, yeah, like this, and then you go just forward with the leg behind. This is what this exercise is good for, yeah? And when you are turning away from the standing leg towards the free leg, yeah, that's good, for example, for the man when he wants to do a pivot and wants to catch the foot of the woman or do something like this, then that's exactly the movement that you are using. So this exercise is good for that, okay? So, as before, we will do it with the metronome, and we will pay special attention to the dissociation, yeah? So remember, we use one beat for the torso and one beat for the hip, yeah? It looks like this now. And torso, hip, torso, hip. And the idea is that you don't turn the hip until the torso is completely turned 90 degrees, yeah? Pam, pam. You should always have the feeling like the hip is a little bit lazy. It comes very, very late, okay? So, let's do it together. 16 times to each side. Okay, so now we put our weight on the left leg and the right foot is behind like this, yeah? You can bend the standing knee a little bit if you want. That helps stability. Make sure the hip is straight, the core is tight, make a small circle with the arms, and now we're going to turn 16 times towards the left, towards the standing leg, okay? So, let's do it 16 times together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, relax the legs and change weight. Now put the weight on the right, left foot behind, toes, big toe on the floor, heel towards the inside, circle with the arms, 16 times, now turning towards the standing leg, so towards the right. Okay, let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now, relax the legs. Put the weight again on the left, right foot behind, and now we will turn away from the standing leg, so towards the free leg. So now we turn to the right. Okay? 16 times. Let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Now change the weight. Put it now on the right leg, left foot behind, and we turn towards the free leg. So we turn to the left now 16 times. Let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up. Okay? Great. Very good. So let's go to the next exercise. Okay, in this exercise we will do our pivots with the free leg on the side, like this. Yeah? So now we will bend our standing knee a little bit more than before so that we can open the free leg a bit more. Yeah? The foot is stretched and the toe is on the floor. Yeah? So the exercise will look like this. First you turn the torso like before with dissociation, and then you do the pivot. Yeah? Torso, pivot. Torso, pivot. Torso, pivot. You see? And the free leg, the free foot, is always tracing a 90 degrees arc together with the pivot. Yeah? It's like a compass, yeah? An open compass. Now, technical tip that is important. After you have turned the torso and then you do the pivot, it's important that the hip, the standing leg and the free leg move together as a block. Yeah? Like this. One. Yeah? That you don't, for example, start moving the free leg before you do the pivot, like this. Leg and pivot. Or the opposite, that you do the pivot and then the leg. Yeah? Don't have the free leg loose. Yeah? It needs to have tension, yeah, and it needs to move together with the hip, all together, yeah. And this kind of exercise is very useful for, of course, for planeos, yeah. This is how a planeo could look like, yeah. Or for the woman in a calcita if she decides to open the free leg, yeah. It's also very useful. So, like before, we will do it 4 times. Twice on each leg, turning towards the standing leg, and then twice with each leg turning towards the free leg. And we will use again the metronome, and we will use the same rhythm as before. Yeah? So 2 beats per pivot. The first beat is for the torso, yeah, and the second beat is for the hip, so that you make sure that you are dissociating. Yeah? So it's torso, hip, torso, hip, torso, hip. Okay? Good. So let's do it together. 16 times on each direction. So, put your weight on the left. The right leg is open to the side. Bend the knee. Yeah? Put the big toe on the floor. Stretch the foot. Make a circle with your arms, and let's do it 16 times, turning towards the standing leg, so turning towards the left. Okay? Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, relax the legs, and now put your weight on the right leg. Left leg open to the side, bend the knee, circle with your arms, and we do it 16 times, turning towards the standing leg, so towards the right. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now relax the legs. And we put the weight again on the left. Right leg open to the side. And now we turn towards the free leg. So we turn towards the right 16 times. Let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, relax, and we put the weight on the right now, left leg open to the side, and we turn this time to the left because we will turn towards the free leg. Okay? 16 times together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Great. So, if you want to try 180 degrees, this exercise, this one is quite good because this pivot is very safe. Yeah? Why? Because you are bending the knee a lot. That means you have a lot of stability, and this foot is on the floor and quite away from you. Yeah? So you have a second contact with the floor, which gives you a little bit of support, and this contact is not close to you, it's far away. So that makes your base really wide and safe. So here you could try 180 degrees if you want. Yeah? And once you feel secure with this, you can try 180 degrees with the other exercises. Okay? That's a suggestion. Good. Let's go to the next exercise. Okay, in this exercise we will do our pivot with the free leg crossed in front, like this. Yeah? The weight is always on the back foot. Yeah? You don't put weight on the front foot. The front foot is free. Yeah? But it's crossed in front. Yeah? And the exercise looks like this. First you turn the torso, and then you turn the hip. Torso, hip. Torso, hip. Yeah? Pivot like this. Yeah? So, when do you use this? Well, for example, for the woman, this is a position that she could use, for example, during a calecita. Yeah? The man is turning around her, she's turning, and she can do lots of adornments, yeah? And she can also do this sometimes. Yeah? For example, before a change of weight in which she can use the other leg. Yeah? Things like this. And for the man, well, this is a very effective, beautiful, and common position. For example, when he is in a giro with the woman doing a molinete around him, and then he goes front, and then when he pivots, he does a lapid that ends with the foot crossed in front. Yeah? So something like this. Whoom, whoom. Yeah? And then pivot like this. And then front, voleo, something like that. Yeah? So it's something that the man can use very effectively inside a hero. Okay? So, a few technical tips. Yeah? Make sure that when you are doing the pivot, because you are busy with the pivot, it can happen that during the pivot, the free leg that is in front relaxes too much because you are concentrating on the pivot. And then the knee falls to the side, and then your legs look like a 4, like this. No. Make sure that you keep a little bit of tension on the free leg so that the knee is always looking forward. Yeah? Always looking forward. Yeah? For example, if I am here and then I turn the torso, at the end of the pivot, the knee has to look forward and the legs need to look tight. The point of this pivot with the leg in front, with the free leg in front, is that from the outside it has to look like you don't have two legs, you just have one big leg. Yeah? So although the front foot doesn't have any weight, it's very close to the floor, almost touching, so that it looks like you are pivoting on both feet. Yeah? Of course you are not, you are pivoting on the back foot, but it looks like both feet have weight. Yeah? It's very flat on the floor. That's the illusion, okay? So keep that in mind, and we will do it with the metronome. Again, pay attention to your dissociation, so make sure that you make the pivot as late as possible after you turn the torso. So one beat is for the torso and one beat is for the hip, like this. And torso, hip, torso, hip, torso, hip, okay? So we will do it 4 times, like before, twice with each leg, turning towards the standing leg, and twice with each leg turning towards the free leg, okay? So let's do it. So get ready, put your weight on the left and the right foot in front, very close with the standing leg. You can bend the knees to have more stability. Make sure your core is engaged and straight. Make a small circle with the arms. And let's do it 16 times, turning towards the standing leg, so to the left. Okay? Let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now relax the legs and put your weight on the right leg. Yeah? Cross the left leg in front, the left foot flat, almost touching the floor but without weight. Okay? Knees together, one in front of the other, and core engaged, circle with the arms, and now we turn towards the right, okay? Towards the standing leg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, relax the legs. Now, put the weight again on the left, cross the right leg in front of the left, and now we will turn 16 times towards the free leg. So we turn towards the right, okay? Let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now put the weight on the right leg and then cross the left foot in front of the right one knee in front of the other, bend the knees, hips straight, and circle with the arms. And now we turn 16 times towards the free leg, so towards the left. Okay? Let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, great. So we used the 4 possibilities. Okay, great. So let's go to the last pivot exercise. Okay, for this last exercise, we will do the pivot with the free leg crossed behind, like this. Yeah, one knee is behind the other knee, so don't have both knees visible from the front. That's wrong. One knee has to be behind the other knee, so your legs make like an X, yeah, and the center of the X are the knees, yeah. And the back foot now is the free one, of course, and the foot, look, I show you from behind. Be careful that the foot is not like this, that the toes are looking to the outside. That means that the leg is not crossed enough, so you have to cross it fully so that your toes look to the inside, yeah? And this is actually good because it's not only that it looks better, yeah? It's also that allows you to push one foot against the other, yeah? The toes are pushing against the side of the standing foot, and this pressure of the feet, together with the pressure here, with one leg pressing against the other, helps you to do the pivot, yeah? To keep the balance during the pivot. So this is the exercise, yeah? Pivot with the free leg crossed behind. So what is this exercise good for? Well, for example, for the woman, this is a position that she can have also during a calecita. Let's say that calecitas for the woman give her a lot of possibilities. Basically, every position of the free leg is a potential candidate for the woman to use in a calecita, yeah? And for the man, obviously, this is great for enrosques, yeah? For example, this kind of figure where you do a lapis, yeah? So this exercise targets enrosque position, yeah? It will help you with that, okay? So, like before, we will do it 4 times. Twice with each leg, first turning towards the standing leg and then turning towards the free leg, okay? And like before, we'll do it with the metronome. 1 beat is for the torso and 1 beat is for the hips, so that you make sure that you are dissociating right, yeah? So, torso, hip, yeah? And I really recommend you that you turn your hip as late as you can. Yeah, make sure that the torso is completely turned before you do the pivot. Yeah, torso, hip. Yeah, don't be afraid to be late. Yeah, just give time to the torso and bring the hip later. Yeah, this will make it look much nicer from the outside and it will feel better in your body. Okay, so let's do it with the metronome. So get ready. We will start with the weight on the left leg. So we cross the right leg behind. Yeah. Here, because of the position of the legs, you can't bend the knees so much. Yeah, it's not so comfortable. So you need to keep your legs fairly straight. They don't need to be completely straight because this is also uncomfortable. So a little bit bent, but very little, just relaxed. Okay? Now, we will turn 16 times towards the left because we are turning towards the standing leg. Okay? So let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, relax the legs. And now put the weight on the right. Cross the left behind. Make sure that your hip is straight and your core is engaged. Yeah? Make a small circle with the arms below the chest. And let's turn 16 times to the right towards the standing leg. Okay, let's do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now relax the legs. Put the weight on the left again. The right leg is crossed behind. And now we will turn towards the free leg. So in this case we turn to the right now, 16 times. Yeah? Get ready and let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Change weight. Now put the weight on the right. Cross the left leg behind. Yeah, make sure that the knees are aligned. Yeah, one knee behind the other knee. Get ready, and we turn 16 times now to the left towards the free leg. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, great. So, that's it. We did all the exercises. Yeah, congratulations. Now, one last tip. Every dancer has a trick to help balance and precision with these kind of exercises. Yeah, for example, I advise that no matter what you are doing, no matter what pivot you are doing, that you concentrate on your standing foot. Yeah. For example, when you are turning, preparing for the pivot, yeah, think of your standing foot. Yeah, feel the contact of the standing foot with the floor. Yeah, and some people find it useful to concentrate specifically on the heel of the foot. Yeah, so for example, when you are doing a pivot, you are imagining that you are placing the heel behind you. Yeah, the heel behind you. Yeah, boom. Yeah, sometimes this can be useful. Why? Because the heel, during a pivot, the heel is the free part of the foot. You have to lift the heel a little bit in order to be able to pivot. Yeah, if the heel is on the floor, you can't pivot. So because the heel is above the floor, lifted a little bit, it's free, and it's you could imagine that that's exactly the part that is directing the pivot. So you think about your heel, yeah, put it behind you, and that can help you have more precision with the pivot and better balance. Another tip that some dancers use is, especially if you are in a position where your feet are together, for example, zero position or crossed in front or crossed behind, yeah, these positions where the feet are very close to each other, Some dancers imagine that the heel from the standing foot, yeah, is pushing the free foot. Yeah? That's another trick you can use to help you with the pivot. Yeah? So my free foot is together with the standing foot, and my heel on the standing foot is pushing the free foot on each pivot 90 degrees. It also works on this position. Yeah? In this case, the heel is pulling the free foot 90 degrees. Or if you are like this, the heel is pushing the free foot 90 degrees. Yeah? So, but in any case, many people think about the heel during pivots, the heel of the standing foot. This is a little trick that maybe can help you. It's just about visualization. Okay? So, thank you very much. Thank you a lot to the people who are supporting the channel with donations. I really appreciate that a lot. Yeah? Thank you very much. Keep practicing. I hope you improve, and I will see you in the next video.